So the 2026 BRIT Awards is going to be happening tonight, and before that, I thought I would just give, I guess, my predictions slash who I want to win. So there is 16 awards. Now, I'm not going to go through all 16 because like the likelihood of me knowing all of the artists in every single category is very, very slim, and so I'm only going to be really going through the ones that I know the majority of artists, if you know what I mean. For example, Artist of the Year. And speaking of Artist of the Year, that is actually the first category. So I'm on Manchester Evening News. They've put it out here, as you can see. BRIT Awards 2026, full list of nominees, 16 awards up for grabs. By the way, the Brits basically is like the Grammys, essentially. Right, Artist of the Year. We have Dave, Fred Again, Jade, Lily Allen, Little Sims, Lola Young, Olivia Dean, Pink Pantheress, Sam Fender, and Self Esteem. Now, the only artist who I've never heard any music from is Lily Allen, I'm afraid. I apologize for that. And then there's a couple of artists here who I don't typically really listen to. For example, Fred Again, I don't really listen to his music. I know of his music and I've heard of it in the past. However, I don't actively choose him as an artist to listen to. Apologies for that. Who I want to win, I want to see Dave win Artist of the Year. He's currently on tour as of the moment because he dropped an album last year and he's obviously doing all of that. And by the way, that album is so good. Like, Dave's storytelling in his album was so good on so many of the songs, and I probably like his album more than Lola Young's and Olivia Dean's, which may or may not be somewhat controversial considering Olivia Dean as of right now is basically the British pop girl at the moment. So I know a lot of people are wanting her to win, but I would love to see Dave win Artist of the Year. Going down from Artist of the Year, we have Group of the Year. Sorry, we're gonna skip over that. Album of the Year. This is another one that's more than likely probably really going to be between Dave and Olivia Dean. However, with that being said, it's very possible that with these two arguably being very close to one another, they could just kind of, you know, choose someone completely random, like Lily Allen, Sam Fender, Wolf Alice, purely because they don't necessarily want to upset any of these two fan bases. So why not give the award to one of the other three? If it was up to me, I would give it to Dave. I just, like I said, very simply prefer The Boy Who Played the Harp, honestly, probably more than The Art of Loving. Like, I don't love every single song off of either one of the two albums exactly, but I would arguably say that my favorite song off of The Boy Who Played the Harp, I would rate higher than my favorite song off of The Art of Loving. Next, we have Song of the Year. This is quite a hefty list. Calvin Harris, Clementine Douglas, or Clementine, I'm sorry, with Blessings. Crystal and Notion with The Days. Can we leave the Wicked soundtracks alone, please? Ed Sheeran, Azizam, no, I'm sorry. Fred Again, Skepta, and Blackboy Max, Victory Lap, Lewis Capaldi, Survive, Lola Young, Messy, Miles Smith, Nice to Meet You, Olivia Dean, Man I Need, Ray, Where's My Husband, Sam Fender with Olivia Dean, Rein Me In, Sky Newman, Family Matters. Now, Ray was my girl, and so I have to say her. Like, out of all of these songs, I've chosen to listen to Where's My Husband more than every single one of these songs. And that's a fact. With that being said though, out of all the songs that Ray released last year, I think my favourite would have to be Suzanne with Mark Ronson. But that song obviously didn't get a mention or nomination, so I can't pick that, unfortunately. Next up, we have International Artist of the Year. We have Bad Bunny, Chappell Roan, CMAT, Doechii, Lady Gaga, Rosalia, Sabrina Carpenter, Somber, Taylor Swift, Tyler, The Creator. Now, to my knowledge, I only know that Rosalia and Somber are going to be attending, and so in my head, it's really like going to be between those two, and out of those two, I'd give it to Rosalia all day, every day. And honestly, I would probably pick Rosalia out of all these artists regardless of whether or not she would be attending, because Looks is an absolute masterpiece of an album. We keep scrolling down, skip past International Group of the Year. International Song of the Year, Alex Warren, Ordinary, no. Chappell Roan, Pink Pony Club, I don't remember that one, I'll be so honest with you. Disco Lines and Tinashe, No Broke Boys, Gigi Perez, Sailor Song. Why does this song give me like late 2023 memories? I don't know. Gracie Abrams, That's So True, Huntrix, Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars, Raven Lenae with Lummy Not, Rose and Bruno Mars with Apata, Sabrina Carpenter, Manchild, Somber, Undressed, Taylor Swift, Fate of Ophelia. See, this is one of the big one of the big categories in which, probably the only big category in which I don't really care for who wins. I'll be so honest with you. None of these songs I particularly listen to, and so I'm really not all that bothered to who wins. Like, Man-Child is a fun song. Golden I could see winning because Huntrix and K-pop Demon Hunters has had a incredibly big year last year. After that, Breakthrough Artist, we have Critics' Choice. That's already been announced. What's this one? Best Alternative / Rock Act. Interesting. Best Pop Act. Okay. Jade, Lily Allen, Lola Young, Olivia Dean, and Ray. Now, this one is tough. Jade released an album last year as well. However, I have yet to listen to it. I'm sorry. Lily Allen I've never heard of. However, I believe she dropped a project last year as well. Lola Young and Olivia Dean I've already spoken about roughly already. And then Ray I've also spoken about already. I can't put anyone above Ray. I just can't. Like, she... Honestly... I will give her my entire life savings if she asks. Like, it's that serious. But then I also like Olivia Dean as well. I have to say Ray, though. I just have to. Best hip-hop / rap / grime act. Interesting. Best R&B act. Mabel. That's interesting as well. KWN is also here. What else do we have? What's this one? Okay, best dance act. FKA Twigs. I keep forgetting FKA Twigs is, like, actually British. I keep assuming, at least in my head, that she's from, like, LA or something like that for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, those were my, I guess, want to wins. Comment down below who you would wish to win. I will be most likely filming my reaction to the Brits because it's a serious thing, okay? But yeah, I'm gonna end this video here. Comment down below what you guys would like to see on this channel. Like this video if you guys did enjoy it. Subscribe if you're new around here, and I hope to see you very soon with a brand new video.